So I finished marking all the plywood and it's ready to cut. Alright, so basically what I'm doing here is it's too big to run through the table saw, so I just set up the straight edge in. I'll show you all in a second. So it took me a while to cut out these pieces, but they're good. Now I'm working on the next piece of plywood, and I will be cutting out this piece right here, so the sides, yeah. Alright, so I finished for the day, and I got all the cuts done, except for the back pieces, but it's looking pretty good. Tomorrow I'll just finish cutting and then do some of the router pieces, I guess. Alright, so now that I have all the cabinet doors finished, I just made this little router jig. It'll just put a nice little edge on the cabinet door. Show you all in a second. Alright, so now I'm going to start to do the edge pieces, and I'll film me doing that in a sec. Alright, so that's finished. It'll look better whenever it's painted, obviously, and sanded. But looks pretty good right now. Cool. Alright, so basically I started putting the pieces together. I just like to save a little bit of wood, instead of doing one solid piece at the bottom and the top, which are these pieces, I just used two separate pieces. And then here are the little slides, and then I already put the trim pieces on right here, as you can see. And then right here, of course, I accidentally cut it a little bit too short, so I just stuck a piece of wood in there and put a little bit of wood filler in. Then whenever we paint it, you won't see it. So it's looking pretty good. Halfway done. Alright, so last night I finished the two tower cabinets here and here, and then put the framing on too. So these look pretty nice. It'll look better when painted. And then how I'm gonna put the shelving on is I'll have these pieces rest on the sides and then put the shelves on there. Alright, so here I put two shelves on. As you can see, they just lay on this part. And then over here, in one of the tower things, is going to be like my drill cabinet, I guess, with all the screws and stuff. So here I just cut out like little notches. The drills just fit in there. Alright, so today I painted all the doors, painted them white, got the hinges, finished putting in the shelves for everything, and then painted all the pieces. And then I'm going to put a second coat on, and then it's done. I'll just put it together. Alright, so basically what I did yesterday is I took like strips of pine, and I split them in three, and then I glued them together, and I'll show you how that looked whenever it's all sanded down. It's for like the countertop up here. So I finished sanding it, and now I'm just gonna apply this tung oil finish to it. Alright, so basically I finished oiling the counterpart, and that came out pretty nice in my opinion. Electrical outlets right there, and then I also put the doors on. And now I guess I'll just start organizing. I'd like to at some point soon, maybe this video, put a bunch of tool holders on the side of the door too. But I'll show y'all when it's done. Alright, so I added this little clamp rack to the side. Pretty self-explanatory. And then I drilled a little hole right here for the cords to go through into the outlet. Then here I just have little bit hangers, and then up here I'm gonna have shelves for all my screws and stuff to go. And alright guys, so I'm basically finished. Actually in the future though, I might put like a little overhead thing right there, you see what I mean? And then in here I got all this. I decided to just put the screws down here instead of on shelves. So here's the double cabinet. And this is like my little router area with a nail gun. But obviously I would be adding more like over time as I get more tools. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Damn, that's pretty cool. And another thing I'd recommend is go and get like the nice plywood. Like, I mean, not the super nice stuff, but like the stuff that runs like 30 bucks a sheet, because it is just so much nicer. Like, I decided to go cheap on the cabinet doors and just get the stuff that's like 15 a sheet. And this one is just so warped. It doesn't sit flush. I mean, all the other ones are good, but like, I don't know, maybe this is just a bad piece. But yeah, it really does make a difference. Like, I use the nice stuff on the rest of the doors, and they all sit flat, and they have like nice edges and stuff, and then this is all just like, ugh. So I'm probably gonna have to end up replacing this door. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is bad. Alright guys, so I do have another video coming out soon. Another big project actually, so like and subscribe for more.